Scientists have spent years trying to understand one simple question. Do cats actually bond with humans? Or do they just tolerate us? Because unlike dogs, cats don't naturally depend on people. They don't need approval. They don't seek validation. And most of the time, they don't care who you are. Studies have shown that many cats behave almost the same way around strangers as they do around their owners, which means something important. If a cat treats you differently, that's not normal. That's rare. And it's not random, because some cats choose one human, not the one who feeds them the most, not the one who plays with them the longest, but the one they feel safest with. And once that bond forms, everything changes. It starts in the quietest moments. Moments most people ignore. Late at night, when the world is completely still, you're asleep. You're not calling them. You're not interacting. And yet, they come closer. They sit beside your face, not making noise, not demanding anything, just watching, carefully, silently, as if your presence alone matters. This behavior has been linked to something called proximity-based bonding, a subtle form of attachment where the animal chooses to stay physically close without needing interaction. In simple terms, they don't need your attention. They just need you. And then they take it further. A soft step, a gentle movement. They climb onto your chest, slowly, carefully, testing, not because they want comfort, but because they feel safe enough to take that space. And when they start needing that rhythmic motion with their paws, it's not random either. It's a behavior rooted in kittenhood, a memory of safety, warmth, and trust, which means one thing. In that moment, they don't just see you as a human. They see you as security, as comfort, as home. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think their cat behaves like this with everyone. They don't. Watch closely. When someone else enters the room, notice the shift. The energy changes. The cat becomes distant, less engaged, less interested, sometimes even irritated. Because attachment in cats is selective. They don't spread it equally. They don't give it away freely. They reserve it. And when they've chosen someone, everyone else becomes secondary. You'll see it in the smallest details. Someone else reaches out to pet them, and they walk away. No hesitation, no guilt, just disinterest. But when it's you, everything is different. You sit down, and they come to you. Immediately, not after thinking, not after hesitation. It's automatic, like a reflex. Because in their mind, your presence equals safety. This is supported by behavioral research showing that cats form secure base associations, meaning they use a specific person as a reference point for comfort and stability, just like human infants do. Let that sink in. Your cat isn't just being affectionate. They're anchoring themselves to you. And it doesn't stop there. Watch what happens when you move. Walk from one room to another. Pay attention. Because if you are their chosen human, they won't stay behind. They follow. Not loudly, not dramatically, but consistently. Step after step. Room after room. Always within distance. Sometimes weaving between your legs. Sometimes just behind you. But always there. This behavior is known as shadowing, a sign of strong attachment where the cat maintains close physical proximity at all times. It's not about curiosity. It's about connection. They don't want to miss where you go, because where you are is where they feel safe. And then comes one of the clearest signs. You try to focus on something else. Work, your phone, your laptop, and suddenly they appear right in front of you, blocking your screen, laying across your keyboard, demanding space without making a sound. This isn't just attention seeking, it's control of proximity. They are repositioning themselves to stay at the center of your awareness. Because to them, being ignored by you feels like distance. And distance feels unsafe. So they fix it immediately, without hesitation. But nothing reveals the bond more than this. The moment you leave, watch what happens. No noise, no drama, just silence. They go to the door. They sit and they wait. Not for a few seconds, not casually, but with focus. Stillness. Time passes. The light changes. The house becomes quiet. And yet, they stay there. Because in their mind, you're coming back. This is called anticipatory waiting behavior, a pattern observed in animals that have formed. A strong emotional expectation tied to a specific individual. They're not just waiting, they're expecting you, and then the moment finally comes. The door opens. Before you even step inside, they already know. A sound, a familiar pattern, something your cat has learned to recognize over time. Because cats are extremely sensitive to small environmental changes, and your return is never random to them. And instantly, they run to you, fast, tail raised high, a clear sign of trust and excitement. They circle your legs again and again, rubbing against you to reconnect. This isn't just greeting, it's scent marking, a way cats claim what feels safe to them. They are mixing their scent with yours, re-establishing a bond that was temporarily interrupted. And in that moment, that safe place is you. They follow you inside, closer than before, room to room, step by step. Not because they're curious, but because they're making sure you're really back. Because when you leave, something feels incomplete. There's a gap in their environment, a missing reference point. And when you return, their world feels whole again, stable again, predictable again. But the strongest moment comes later, at night. When everything is quiet again, you're lying still, half asleep. And without a sound, they come back. They jump onto the bed, walk across your body, slow, deliberate, and settle on your chest. The same place. Every time. They circle once, then lay down, close, pressed against you, as if they're syncing with something deeper than just physical contact. And then you hear it, that soft, steady purr. Not just comfort, but regulation. Studies show a cat's purr can reduce stress and promote healing frequencies within both their body and yours. It's a shared calm, a quiet synchronization between two completely different beings. Your breathing slows, your muscles relax, your heart rate softens, and without even noticing it, you sync. Your body adjusts to theirs. Their rhythm adjusts to yours. And for a moment, there is no separation. Then they open their eyes slightly, look at you, and give you a slow blink. One of the clearest signs of trust in feline behavior, because closing their eyes means they feel safe enough to be vulnerable, and they only do that with someone they trust completely. So if your cat does all of this, stays close, follows you, waits for you, chooses you again and again, even when they don't have to, even when there is no reward, then you're not just their owner. You are their safe place, their constant, their chosen human. And in a world where cats are known for independence, for distance, for doing things on their own terms, that choice, that quiet, consistent decision to stay close to you means everything. Because in the end, a cat doesn't give loyalty easily. They don't follow blindly. They don't attach without reason. So if they've chosen you out of everyone else, out of every option they have, then that bond is something rare, something earned, something real. And once you understand that, you'll never take it for granted again. Because over time, you'll start to notice something even deeper. They don't just react to you, they anticipate you, your habits, your movements, your presence in a room before you even sit down. And slowly, without realizing it, you become part of their internal world, not just someone they live with, but someone they rely on to feel normal, to feel safe, to feel complete. And that kind of connection is something a cat will never fake.